Once, there was a great king who had everything: power beyond measure, wealth that spilled like rivers of gold through his halls, and the unwavering respect of both allies and foes. His voice carried across the land like thunder, his gaze could hush even the most defiant hearts. Kingdoms crumbled or rose at the motion of his hand, and the world danced to the rhythm of his decree. But greatness is a flame that casts long shadows, and in the deepest corners of his soul, something quiet began to grow. It was not rebellion, nor betrayal. It was silence, a silence he could not command. It echoed through his triumphs and whispered behind his thrones of marble. No jewel could outshine it, no triumph drown it. It was the one thing his vast power could not tame, an emptiness that asked a question he did not know how to answer. In the stillness between victories, in the hush after the cheers faded, the king heard it. And for the first time, he realized that even a man who possesses the world might still be searching for something he cannot name. So, in the silence that followed his greatest triumphs, the king summoned the wisest sages from across the land. No longer seeking conquest, he sought understanding. In a quiet chamber, surrounded by those who spoke not with swords but with thought, he asked, "What is the purpose of life? What should I do with mine?" The question hung in the air, heavy, honest, and unanswerable by power alone. And in that moment, the king began a journey not of empire, but of the soul. The sages spoke, their voices rich with wisdom: serve the people, expand the kingdom, seek knowledge. One by one, their answers echoed through the hall. But the king, high on his golden throne, listened in silence. Their words, though wise, felt hollow. None touched the ache within him. None answered the question that still lingered in his soul. One day, an old monk came to the palace. He said, "Your Majesty, if you want the truth, you must leave the palace and come with me for 1 year. No crown, no guards. Just walk with me as a simple seeker." The king, desperate for peace, agreed. They wandered through forests, helped villagers, faced hunger, listened to the sick, and meditated beneath the stars. At first, the king struggled. He missed the palace, the comfort. But slowly, he began to feel joy in the smallest things: a shared meal, a healed wound, a quiet dawn. After a year of walking far from thrones and titles, the monk turned to the king and asked gently, "What did you find, my king?" The king, no longer cloaked in grandeur but in quiet wisdom, replied, "I thought my life's goal was greatness. But it is truth. It is presence. It is to serve and grow, not to rule and control." The monk smiled, the way only those who have seen deeply can. "Then return, not as a king above others, but as a guide among them. For your true purpose was never beyond the walls of your palace. It was hidden beneath your crown, waiting to be uncovered." Moral of this story is, your life goal is not a role or achievement. It is something discovered through experience, humility, and service. It often begins when you strip away titles and expectations, and listen to what truly brings peace to your heart.